Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
Well, I am in a pretty interesting situation, and kind of sad as well. Earlier this year, I guess a boyfriend at the time of 2 years was ready to take the next step, and he wanted to move to my state, and he ended up purchasing a ranch, which is kind of like my dream property, for about $1 million. Paid cash, put me on the deed. And prior to that, I said, I don't feel comfortable doing this unless we are married. At that point, he was like, nope, we're going to get married. A venue was booked. A ring was purchased, and we move forward. He moves in for about 3 weeks and then tries to almost trick me into signing the deed of the house into a trust while he's like planning his exit. And he left. So, which whole other set of emotional issues.
He paid cash.
He did.
Of $1 million for a property.
Yep.
And put your name on the deed.
Yes, sir.
And then he took off.
Yes, sir.
Wild. So I don't understand how he profits from this. It almost sounds like he was trying to scam. Is he just flighty or what?
I think he has some. I think he wants he liked the idea of this. And I think
broke your heart in the process. Wow.
Broke my heart. I'm left to manage the whole 20 acres on my own and 6 animals.
It's not your house.
It's not my house.
Well, it's his $1 million, right?
Yeah, but I'm on the deed, so technically I am 50% owner. And my home, I rented it out, and I have tenants in there through the end of May.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So
is he asking for the property back at all? Like, are you guys going to sell?
He tried to, like I said, like when he was planning his exit, before I put all the pieces together, he said, someone's going to contact you, to put the house in a trust to protect you in case something happens.
How long's he been gone?
6 weeks.
Okay. All right. Wow. Okay.
So I am trying to figure out what my goal should be in this situation. Should I say, okay, let's list the property, but before it's listed, obviously have it worked out? And I mean, my life flipped upside down.
Has he been in contact with you since he left?
We spoke once. And that's when it was basically like, this is over. We're not doing this.
It's so interesting. It's usually him calling us, Rebecca, being like, crap, I bought a ranch with my fiance who I'm not with anymore. What do I do for my $1 million?
Instead, you're sitting there on a $500,000 windfall because this guy's loopy.
Yes. So do I buy him out?
That's a good question.
Buy him out?
Do
I take I obviously will work with attorneys to have the paperwork drawn up. So the property is listed and there's an offer. We have a plan in place as far as...
You do?
So at the last minute, well, we would. That would be my goal if we list it, would be to have everything written out so there's no question.
I think this guy's an absolute... I mean, the story you've told me, he's an absolute crazy man, and weird and everything else.
I'm very sad. I'm very sad about this.
Yeah,
this has been a lot.
I bet it was great, though, Rebecca.
And yet, if I'm in your shoes, I don't feel entitled to $500,000 of his money.
I don't feel that way. Like, I feel like I questioned that, but I quit a job. I uprooted my entire life, and this gesture that he made was to show his level of commitment and his seriousness for the relationship.
So what were you making at your job?
About 100.
Can you go back?
I cannot go back there, no.
Okay. What were you doing?
I work in private aviation on the kind of operation side.
Okay. All right. Well, obviously, you're going to have to get a career going forward.
I do have a job. I did get another job.
Okay. What do you make?
Thankfully.
What do you make?
100.
You're making 100. Okay.
Yes,
so
sir.
other than the time off in between that you did not benefit from, how long were you out of work?
A couple months, about 3 months.
All
but
right.
this current job is not as stable as a company as my previous one, which makes me.
So your point is you've been damaged by this fraud,
Mhm.
and so financially, and so it would be ethical to receive something for that.
I don't know.
I think that's right. I think you know it cost you a good job, and
my home that I had.
well, no, you own the home still.
Right.
You'll
I
get
just
it
don't
back
have a
in
home to
May,
go
and
to.
and you will have rented it. You will have made money on it during that time. So I don't mind tagging him for $100,000 or something. I just don't. I don't know how you've been harmed much more than $100,000 unless you want to just be punitive, which honestly is probably okay. This guy kind of deserves it, but I'm kind of with you. I mean, I'm vacillating while I'm talking to you. You hear me? So I'm not sure. This is weird, and as you know, so and you're not the weird one. So, yeah. Okay, I want to be made whole financially plus a little if I'm you. Past that, this is dirty money for me.
Right.
I got, and I don't want to live on this farm, this ranch.
Right.
That's got bad juju all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If I'm you, I'm just
Yeah, I'm
trying to
be
put
there.
myself in your shoes.
Yeah, get me out of there.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to walk
And
away with.
legally, you're entitled to $500,000 legally, right? If her name's on the deed. Yeah.
Nothing this twerp can do about it. He stepped in it.
But the question is, what do you feel right about? Right, from just like a moral perspective.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's
And
the
that's
being
where
made
I'm-
whole plus a little bit
Yeah.
more
So
of what you're saying.
I would. Do you have a ability to contact him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have your attorney contact him and say, I will sign a deed to you for $200,000 or whatever the number is.
Okay.
And then I would go get an apartment and sell off the animals and get out of this, get away from this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just
And then go back
close
to
the
your
chapter.
house in May when the tenants move out.
I would just get away from the whole thing. Anything that keeps me in this story is disturbing. I want to get it out of this story. It's a bad story.
Emotionally, that's probably the best.
No, I mean just
Move.
generally. I think it's probably financially
Mm-hmm.
because it's just it's you're distracted by evil stuff.
Did y'all date long term, Rebecca, for 2 years? For 2 years, long term.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
long distance?
But it was a bit of a roller coaster, long distance, and this was like he wants to commit, he wants
Right.
to take the next step, he's ready to
Yeah,
move
there's
forward.
almost a level of like mourning this life that kind of whipped up really quickly for you. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I know you guys were in a relationship for 2 years, but him moving, buying a ranch, you moved, you quit your job. I mean, you had a whirlwind within 90 days of this life that was ahead of you, and then it's gone as quickly as it came, is what it feels like. So there's, some whiplash for sure.
There's a whiplash penalty. I'm willing that he
Yeah.
should pay. I'm fine with that. And anything that he actually cost you, which is probably $100,000 give or take, and then a whiplash penalty or whatever you want to put on it. And I'll sign the deed for that. It sounds like he's got money.
He's got a couple mil.
Yeah, so he
Right.
could write you a $200,000 check or whatever the number is you've got in mind, and you just sign the deed, and we're done. Get the animals sold off so they're not hurt, because he's not going to come back and feed them. You got to make sure they're gone, right? And so, and I would put this whole thing way in the rearview mirror. If you were my daughter, that's what I'd tell you to do.
Sucks. Sorry, Rebecca.
Yeah, it's awful. Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.